Hey, hi, howdy, how's everyone doing? It's Levi, Member Solutions, and over here on Villain Support. And of course, we've got Chris, aka John.
Hello.
There we go. To answer your question, Chris, what I was looking at like how well the video did because I was just like not mentally in the space to
Gotcha.
do that yesterday, and like on YouTube, the Doom, not Doom, the Joker versus Brock Sampson. On YouTube and Facebook, it's got about normal views for the channel. On TikTok, it's about doing roughly the same as the Mother's Day video did. It's the 13 to 20, 26, but Mother's Day's been out longer. So it's not bad, but it's also not as good as it could have been. And I don't know if that's because I stepped away from doing full voicing for him, or if it was just
I think it's a huge part of it is just people know who Brock Sampson is, but not enough people know who Brock Sampson is.
Yeah, very well could be that. It is an older show, and it was one that's like I'm through episode 3. By the way, Brock Sampson, 2003 or whatever, hyper violent for that time period when that show came out, like massively hyper violent. I would say that my original one actually is nothing compared to what he would actually do to people. Holy crap. And even like the little side comments that they say about what he's done, it's like, oh my god, he literally would force people to do this thing.
They showed the tamer stuff that he did on camera and referenced the less tame stuff.
Yeah. Like, would he have done anything that I said in either of the videos? Absolutely. Would you have seen it in the show? No. It would have been a reference, not something that you've seen.
Right.
That was crazy. And everyone quoting the first couple episodes for the comments. I was like, what do these mean? And then I watched the couple episodes. Now, the reason I never watched it was around that time frame, around 2003 to 2005. I was like getting away from my mom. I was in and out of treatment facilities and stuff like that. I was getting off medications. I did not have access to hyper violent television. And around 2005 to 2007, I had zero. Like, I had access, but I like didn't watch anything because I was like in school learning stuff. So for you have this huge chunk of time frame where I barely have access to media to begin with, and what access I do is curated for a child or for an older young adult that is transitioning away from medications and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised it didn't come across my radar. I did watch some of the regular show. I was never a huge fan of it. It was one of those things where if it was on and I was bored, I would watch it. But outside of that, I didn't really care for it. It wasn't a show I looked forward to. It wasn't a show that I thought was good. You're not going to like that answer. I really didn't like it. It's not a great show to me. And a lot of it was just like how it was presented and how. And looking back at it now, with what Chris said, the 99% reality, 1% non. It is such a show that is so far detached from reality. You would think, as a show called The Regular Show, it would have some grounding of some kind, and it's just so fucking far detached from it.
Yeah.
That I just 2 guys working at a golf course, great. Nothing up, and that's the only normal thing. It's like the only normal thing. No part of it is somewhat similar. It's like no one had any real struggles in there. And what real struggles there were always so far-fetched beyond the normal that I was like, can we not have some normalcy in it? It helped me understand the other kids in school. I'm not a huge fan. The regular show is a joke. It's the furthest thing from regular. Yeah. Could you guys do something with Toxic Crusaders?
Okay.
Those are.
Never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing on my screen.
Did you do the vacuuming yet, Chris?
Did I do one?
Steven throwing you underneath the bus again. Go away, go away, Steven. Had an idea. Groot. Anything with Groot, if Groot's the one on the phone, is incredibly difficult to do because all he says is, "I am Groot."
That makes it easy. The problem is Groot and Rocket would die so fast.
Against DBZ, yeah. No. The issue is that people get bored of it real quick with the I am Groot and that kind of stuff. It would have to be. It's much easier to not have Groot's voice or anything like that on screen, and then you're talking to him because then you're letting people imagine what he might say versus I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot for every little thing, and then having to translate that or having to do something else. And if you're translating, you're going to have to do something to keep people's attention. Like if it's I am Groot, you then need to translate that to something that is fucking funny.
Right.
Otherwise, people will turn away from it. I've seen this with like giant creators who when it was trending, tried to do group videos, and those videos just like bombed compared to their normal ones. And I'm like, that's not really surprising. The look on Chris's face, I'm lucky he doesn't have John's powers. Did you guys see that Diablo and Doom is real now? What do you mean by that?
What?
Apparently Doomslayer and Dante teamed up against demons. What do you... We've got two different comments here of two different series.
I think I don't think they're related. I think this is a comment about some sort of real world team up, and this is a what if.
Whoa! What happened?
Oh, what do you mean? What happened?
You massively glitched out.
I don't know why. Okay. No, but I think this is someone saying this is actually happening, and this is just a what if.
All right, what is on today's agenda? You had some things that you said that you wanted to do, and
I am real quick subtitling today's video, which is the Predators versus Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Okay, which is a cameo request.
Yep.
Stephen, have a good one. Stefan, I should say. I guess it could be Stephen or Stefan. And then for everyone on my end, I think me and Chris need to work on the Jacob request. Well, that's effectively done minus his voice work, right? You're muted.
I need to do mine also.
Okay. And for everyone here, I am taking request today. You guys can do the buy me a coffee. $50 gets a. Actually, I think I lowered it down to 25 because I did Irving for 25, so $25 video. On buy me a coffee. I don't have a Cameo. You can send it through Chris's Cameo if you wanted to use Cameo. But you do not have to. That just allows you to get a different type of video. Well, thank you, Slayer, for typing that out. I can almost get my plants out of the basement, then I can use my lights for what I got them for. Cool. I just forgot that I didn't water the plants today. I now need to. I'm not too concerned. As long as they get water once a day right now, it's fine. I'm not sending it to my kiddo because it'll actually like bug me until it's done. Oh, good news, ish, on the GoFundMe / like everything that was going on with my Uncle Rob and stuff. I got the paperwork in. A check is being sent. I have not been able to get a hold of the funeral home again to find out what they mean by they would work with me. But at the very least, there's a chunk of change I'm not worrying about as much anymore, which goes to like fill up that gap of stuff. But we're still like not sitting pretty. I'm not highlighting your comment, Levi Markin. Water the plants, don't let them dry out. I just replanted some rhubarb. But the main plant that I'm worried about, like the ones that probably are dead anyways, were the seeds I was trying to grow before we left, because I managed to water them for a couple days, and then we wind up leaving for a week and a half, and it's like those might not grow. I'm just watering them to see if maybe they will. But the tomato plant has been planted next to a what's it called? A clay pot type thing. You fill it up and it will slowly sweat out / leach out the water to the soil. I'm not concerned about the tomato plant. It needs to be watered daily, but it's more like a little bit of water versus needing a bunch of water. It will be fine. But I have like a 42-ounce clay pot in the middle of my my planter, and it slowly leaches water to the soil around it, and so that will allow it to keep them, giving them some revival fluid. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much just covers and makes sure that the plant is good. And then of course I top off the water in the thing daily. It has not gone completely empty yet. The hotter it gets, the faster that water is getting leached into the soil. My therapist just recently, not this month, but a few months back, it was the same thing with them having lost somebody as well. So they were. It was a heavy session yesterday. Let's just say that. Which is why I took the rest of the day off. So that is the reason why you guys didn't get a live stream, was because on top of the errands that I was trying to do, which part of those errands was the paperwork to handle the situation with the funeral and everything, I also had therapy, and then after therapy, I was just not mentally, like the fucking rest of the day, I was just not able. Unrelated to the Doomslayer thing, is it just me, or did Stitch become uncontained? No, it's not just you. So I have to finish writing it out, and that's me and Chris sitting down and going through the previous versions, and then figuring out, based on what we have written so far, how we want to conclude it. Like, I know how I wanted to conclude it. It needs to be a happy ending, and he's going to wind up contained on the wall, waiting for powers to be taken out because there's some type of struggle for it, right? Now, afterwards, during that point, I did a sketch because so many people were asking for more Stitch videos, and I was like, and I kept telling Chris, I was like, we got to wait until we do this, but it was taking so long to do these videos that I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go do one. And the way I framed it was that he got out of containment and he stole a time machine. And now all of these adventures that he's having are one-off self-contained adventures. He's not gaining powers. I don't know if you guys notice, he's not like, yes, technically he got the mask. He doesn't keep the mask. Every time he goes somewhere and he does something, it's a self-contained adventure. He loses that power, blah, blah, blah. It's just back and forth. He doesn't keep everything. The only one where he keeps the stuff is the long one that we have done. And the reason I did that was very specifically because these one-off adventures would sometimes get super, super crazy. This is one of the few times where a one-off adventure is having technically a part 2. But the part 2 is not with Stitch. It is the chaos that Stitch caused. The merch hot link isn't working. All right. Give me a second. I'm logging the Streamlabs. We were going to do a Streamlabs stream, but it decided it didn't want to like us. I'm gonna go to Streamlabs. I'm gonna check the bot, make sure everything's on. If it ever lets me in, there we go. You'll have to reconnect your tipping setup, Chris. Chat box. That's the box. That's not what I want. Okay, jeez. I took my medicine late, so I can't take it for a few more hours. Where's the freaking bot at? What the hell? There it is. Okay. So depending on which one's working right now, that would be why. It doesn't look like we have a dedicated merch link because it's just villainsport.com will take you right there is one of the reasons why. Elements is working, but Labs is not by the looks of it. So that's another reason why. So Elements is currently working. Elements seems to always work, but Labs seems to decide when it wants to work. So what I'll do is I'll turn it off and I'll turn it back on after about 30 seconds. Unless you Levi all the way from Canada. Well, at least the leprechaun's not going to get me, guys. I'm all good there. I got a bunch of blessings. Oh, yeah, if you guys go to villainsport.com, it'll take you right to the merch shop, which is technically the website. If you see the website change, that's because a while back we were trying to claim a domain, and for whatever reason, like things kind of got funky. And so now it goes villainsport.com links to villain.merch.whatever. Still works if you just click villainsport.com. It'll take you right where you need to go. And if everyone's wondering why my voice, I can feel that my voice sounds different.
It does.
Yeah, I had a bad day yesterday where I had had a bunch of salsa the night before, and it decided it wanted to rear its ugly head as just pure acid all the way up for like a couple hours. It wrecked my vocal cords. Like the entire day was like me not being able to speak. Yeah, and although it doesn't hurt now, yeah, you can hear the difference.
Because your voice is normally like this, and right now your voice is.
I can't even like I am in the higher zone right now, and like I can probably do the Joker voice still, but I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just letting it kind of. Hopefully, it'll go back, but it might not. It might be a permanent change. Sometimes
the voice you're using right now is your annoyed, stressed voice. Is what it sounds like.
It's not even it, and I can relax those vocal cords, and holy shit, when I relax them, I'm even deeper now. But I'm trying to do the customer service.
His name is Levi. Voice sultry and deep.
The ins and out public sites can be frustrating. I remember trying to get my media server into a public address. Took forever. I truly want to say, please don't stop doing these videos, especially the Stargate ones. So, Danny, I love doing Stargate videos. The problem is there hasn't been a single Stargate video besides the Stitch video that did well. And we've done a good amount of them. We've tried because both of us are fans of Stargate. That's one of those videos that, like, if we can get a Stargate series to take off, both me and Chris can run with it because both of us know the IP relatively well. I've rewatched it a few times. Kiddo and I stopped watching it right around the ninth season because he doesn't want it to end, but also because his favorite characters are virtually not there. So he's like, I don't really want to watch it anymore.
Other than oh my God.
Daniel's in it, but not often enough that Tobias cares.
Right.
The Sam's kind of in it, but again, more as a side character now. Teal'c is off doing his own thing, so he has cameos, but he's still kind of there. And then
it's the Farscape people who are the primaries now.
Yeah, right. And he has no attachment to them. He has zero attachment to them because he's not going to be allowed to watch Farscape, first of all. he's got a few more years before I'll let him watch that. Second, these are just characters that weren't entered. The reality is they were rushed in here, and they were used back then as a, hey, you probably watched Farscape, you know these guys, come watch us. And that's not what happened. A lot of people, although they did know Farscape, not enough of them knew it, and they're like, we have no attachment to these actors or these characters.
Right.
So
I loved it because I knew Farscape.
I was like, when I saw it, because I didn't see it until much later on, I was like, oh, those are the Farscape guys. That's pretty cool. But I honestly, when she was introduced, it was fun, right? It was off tangent, slowly introduced. When the guy was introduced in there, I'm like, it's not bad. But then they kept doing the Farscape joke stuff. And the way that their characters were portrayed and acted, and the actors did a fantastic job doing with what they're capable of, but they were just coming off of their other IP that they had been just constantly. And I was like, this feels almost exactly like they're playing their characters within the first season of Farscape without any of the growth, but then taking and trying to be a different character at the same time. It was very messy, and it was honestly not very well written in how they handled the situation. I get that the other actors wanted to kind of go off and do their own thing, but it could have been better. And you know, they canceled it after season 10, and then every other Stargate side series failed. Because the only thing propping it up, they realized the only thing propping it up was SG-1, and they canceled it, and then they couldn't bring it back.
And it wasn't just, it was the characters on SG-1 that people loved. And so when they did make cameos in Atlantis, those episodes exploded beyond normal Atlantis episodes.
And like the whole reason, for those who don't know, the reason why Hammond, actually the character Hammond, left was because the actor was dying and wanted to spend his time with his family. He had cancer, I believe.
Yep.
And so he still showed up periodically in cameos and stuff. But outside of that, he spent most of his time with his family. And there's not much you can do about that. But that's why O'Neill went and became the director instead of continuing to do what he was, / maybe training other teams and being able to be in there more often. But O'Neill, the guy who played O'Neill, also saw it as a way of, like, I have done MacGyver, I've done Stargate, I'm doing this, and it's like he took it as an opportunity to just kind of take a break. Yeah, and that's the big thing is that like they had a good cast that had this really good run. And honestly, when Hammond was starting to step away, that's when they probably should have took the opportunity, especially because other people were already expressing interest for all of the actors were expressing interest to like walk away and do something else. The writers should have took that as an opportunity. That's around season 7, season 8, though. That's when they should have taken the opportunity to like start writing them off in a better way and introduce people. But the problem was they tried to introduce somebody and it failed massively, and they had to write him out. And the moment they saw that, because that was what was his name, the guy who was basically supposed to replace Daniel,
Nemec or whatever.
Yeah,
but that was the actor's name.
Yeah, and that failed massively. The guy just didn't have the presence that the actor that played Daniel did.
He was a random alien who didn't even like as his alien character didn't resonate with audiences. So bringing him on full time was just kind of felt like a panic move.
Not only that, he was directly responsible for Daniel's death. In what way do you go, hey, this, I get it. As a writer, it's like, hey, here's a redemption arc for this character is what they were probably going for. But you are directly responsible for killing off this isn't a fucking book. It's a show. And as somebody who's now done things for this, you have to write differently. You can't write what would be for a book and expect people to fall in love with that character. It's a show. You have a much more limited time window to get them to love this character. And they fucked up. They shouldn't have gone that route. They should not have made him directly responsible for the death of Daniel. That's what it was. The difference between the following though of Firefly and Stargate, at least the people who follow it, who follow Stargate,
actually
have
got
multiple seasons and a solid reason as to why. Even the creators of Firefly have admitted that they're like, they don't know why it has such a following with how little there really was for it.
Because it was a great concept. The characters were immediately relatable.
It was Cowboy Bebop.
Fox just took it and they aired it in the wrong order at a bad time.
Firefly is the best live action Cowboy Bebop that you're getting, or Outlaw Star. Pick one.
It's closer to Outlaw Star.
I would argue, yeah, the same thing. But that's the problem is that and like they want to bring it. Nathan wants to bring it back, and they're going to basically put it between the movies, so the movie's still canon. Wash is still going to die. And they want to have that animated series be between that movie, so you bring back all the characters that people love. Here's a problem: couple of those actors have had really bad controversies come out, and people don't want to watch it because of those actors. One of the main ones was the guy who he was in Chuck as well. He played a secret.
Adam Baldwin.
Yeah. He's had some apparently some issues that were confirmed, and people were like, don't want to touch that. And I'm like, all right, that's understandable. But at what point do you go, half the audience doesn't want to watch because of one character or two, or whatever their things are? Do you go, maybe we could recast this guy?
We did that video, Chris Weeby.
Oh, that would be a series that we could redo, because that was a one-off series that I read. Mind you, it did really well for me taking it and just like running with it. But being able to redo that series with you being full time would be gold, because back then one of the reasons why we couldn't have you film some of the stuff was because you weren't available. So I was just like writing in between stuff.
Kyle Braden. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Kyle Braden, not Alec Baldwin, Adam Baldwin. Actually, not related to Alec Baldwin and Billy Baldwin and all them. He's the Baldwin that's not related to the Baldwins. He played the character Jane. Jayne. That again, Warforged, to do a proper villain laugh, you say ooh wah ha 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 faster and in a deeper voice. Ooh wah ha 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 ha. That's it. Right.
Damn, that was a deep one.
It sounded more like a belch.
Better. You better.
Okay, video scheduled out for today. Do y'all want to see Predators versus Dungeon Crawler Carl? Made without me having any Dungeon Crawler Carl experience knowledge, so I had to rely on a friend who's read it and loves it.
It's gonna drop in like 30 minutes. We should not watch it online.
No, it's dropping an hour and a half.
Oh, an hour. That's still pretty close. It's one thing to watch a video a day early.
You can see it in an hour and a half.
Can you guys promise that you'll go watch the video outside of the live?
So far, we only have one yes.
Who do it better? You, Chris? No, Chris would do it better. My evil laugh is. Oh, no. Never mind. I can't do the Joker voice or the laugh. Nope.
We got multiple yeses now. All right, let me.
I felt that go like chalk on a chalkboard inside of my throat, or not chalk on a chalkboard, like fingernails on a chalkboard on the inside of my throat.
Yeah.
Felt the scrape. Shoot, you sent me that and I totally spaced. Where did you send that?
Who? Oh,
here it is.
Talking to Irving.
Yeah. Hey John. Napa is. I'm gonna pretend I'm not gonna do Napa's voice. It scrapes on me. Hey John, how am I just finding out that everyone can go Super Saiyan? John, what are you on about? Why is everyone back in my universe turning Super Saiyan? John, not every. If we cut those first two lines, Napa walking in, like, why is everyone back in my universe turning Super Saiyan is a much stronger opening. John going, Napa, not everyone can go Super Saiyan. Oh, yeah? Then why can Vegeta, Kakarot, their kids, and even in their own universe, there are Saiyans like Chiba, Kale, and Cauliflower, even the ones that cannot, like him just naming a bunch of people is really good. Sorry. And then John goes, Napa, again, not everyone can go Super Saiyan. Seriously, Napa, even Shenron, there's no way a dragon can go Super Saiyan. It's in the name, for God's sake. Then why do I see a gargantuan dragon that can cross the multiverse and span across an entire galaxy? And guess what? He's freaking gold and is called Super Shenron. I think you can condense the Napa line of down to the. Then why do I see a gargantuan dragon who's calling himself Super Shenron? Super quick, to the point, and really funny. What? Says John. And then Napa going, I want to go Super Saiyan. I wanna. Though our version can go Super Saiyan.
We've never shown him do it, though.
That's true. We have not. Tired of Napa's wine. If you want to go Super Saiyan, all you have to do is a bunch of push-ups, sit-ups, and drink plenty of juice, just like Vegeta. So,
I already gave him some feedback.
Oh, you did? Okay. Only part of what you need for a full sketch. Fun little game going with Napa going off. I wanna. He could. Oh, a lot of the same stuff. Planet, and then I was about to say, I was like, that's not a great place to stop. You need to do a little bit more. I like that. It's getting there. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know what the tall man is, Thomas Andrew Johnson. Anyways, here's the Dungeon Crawler Carl video real quick. I'm gonna mute my microphone. I don't know the series, so I honestly don't know if the jokes are funny or not. I hope they are. My friend who likes the series says it's amazing. So here you go. You're fighting a guy in underwear and his cat? Is he holding a sword in the air and shouting, by the power of Grayskull? Throwing Molotov cocktails. It's definitely not He-Man. What's his cat's name? God damn it, Donut. Great. No, the cat's first name isn't God damn it, it's Princess. Princess Donut. The guy you're fighting, Carl, he's pantsless on purpose. No, I'm not going to explain why. Okay, he also goes as Dungeon Crawler Carl. What he's throwing at you are called Jugabooms. Basically, yeah, enhanced Molotov cocktails. How many of you went after him? How many of you were just stomped to death? Ugh. Is Princess Donut wearing her sunglasses? Yeah, that's why she can see through your cloaking. That's why Carl knows where to stomp. Yeah. That would be Princess Donut's astral paw. She's a mage. Your plasma cannons are going to continue to have no effect on it. Stop trying. Turn the battle around? 10 out of the 12 of you are dead. There is no turning this around. Your choices are to run or fight to the death. And because I already know what you're going to do, I'm going to hang up now before I have to hear you get chugaboomed to oblivion. The person who requested it loved it. The friend of mine who told me all the details loved it. Hopefully everyone who knows Dungeon Crawler Carl loves it. I can't hear you.
It's just not on my list of
I don't know the series at all, so even though I wrote them and performed them, I don't get the jokes. So
but that's no different than the Skyrim sketch that we need to film too. It's like not understanding the jokes doesn't mean that they shouldn't be in there. It's more along the lines of justifying why the jokes are in there. So like, and for everyone here, this is a perfect, like, if you've been on the other live streams, great. If you haven't, here's a little recap. We've done, we got a script that we're going to be filming today here soon. And there's some Skyrim jokes in there. Chris has not played Skyrim. He doesn't understand the references. He doesn't understand
the jokes. I started the game 4 or 5 times. I've never figured out how to get out of the first building you're in. I don't have much patience for it. I got 10 to 15 minutes in, and I was like,
it walks you through it. It literally walks you through it. What do you mean you could? I'm sorry. I'm not.
I got it. We're talking 20 years ago too. I got 15 minutes into it, and I was like, I heard this game was full of fighting. We're not fighting yet. I'm bored. Turning it off.
You couldn't wait until you literally got the fighting happens right the fuck away. You didn't even wait. You motherfucker.
No.
You couldn't wait until they released you from your shackles and start fighting the hordes of guards out of your way.
Nope. This is me also coming off of playing only co-op games and enjoying only those and playing a game that I can't enjoy with someone else.
That I like that.
That for me is a gigantic factor.
That one I understand 100%. Way more than not having the patience to, right here, Kyle couldn't even get to Whiterun. I'm sorry.
Didn't give it time to get to Whiterun or whatever the hell that is.
It's okay. At the end of the day, we're gonna go with the fact that he does prefer Diablo. Again, he likes multiplayer games.
I prefer Path of Exile to Diablo.
Point still stands. You prefer multiplayer games. So like you could play games like Ark Survival Evolved and stuff like that.
I never played those.
You could. I didn't say you'd have. I was saying you could because they are multiplayer games. You can play those by yourselves, but personally, I do not like playing Ark Survival Evolved by myself anymore. Mind you, when it first came out, I could, but after playing it with friends and stuff, I could not go back to playing it solo. Unless I just felt like building, and I like building games, so that's one reason why. But outside of that, I just didn't care to play it without people.
The one game that I'm looking forward to playing single player, and I hope they make a multiplayer option, is the remake of Fable. And a lot of that is just nostalgia because I loved that first game.
The new one coming up is multiplayer.
I just read something today saying it's solo.
Is it solo? I thought they said that they were going to go multiplayer. Oh, they abandoned the co-op feature.
Yep, single player only, which is frustrating, but it is you by yourself. So it'll definitely be that'll be a game that I stream.
When is that supposed to come out?
I just closed the page. I don't know.
I have no idea what that
this fall.
This fall? I'll wait. Subnautica 2 is a multiplayer game. Hey, I've got a question for everyone here because it could be a justifiable expense, and it would allow me to get the game and be cheaper for me to buy the game for my kiddo. Because right now it's $60 that I don't have. Be 26 normally. Do you guys want to see Chris and I play Subnautica 2 with all the? By the way, do you like? Can you stand deep dark places and stuff like that in games? And jump scares and stuff like that?
Nope, not at all. Not at all. I don't do well with them at all.
You can kind of avoid them.
Nope.
Damn it.
If I know there's jump scares in the thing, I won't watch it. I won't be in the room while it's being watched or played. Because I'm too reactive to it.
It's not technically a horror game, but because of the enemies that can attack you,
doesn't matter. I'm too reactive to it. Does not matter.
Damn it. Chris is like, fine. No, I get it. I do not want to play horror games unless like I'm getting paid really well for it. My spouse and kiddos want me to play horror games because they know my reaction to them. But I love Subnautica enough that like even with this stuff, it's just like I grew used to the first one.
So,
but the first little bit of playing it, fucking had issues all the time.
Let me give you an example of how reactive I am to horror imagery. I had nightmares after The Sixth Sense.
Oh, fuck. You could not play Subnautica. Don't play the first one either.
The two things that really set me off were the one where he runs and hides in his little tent and all the clothespins snap off and the girl's there just like puking on herself. The girl who was poisoned. Mm-hmm. And then later on when we see her under the bed pushing the box towards you, I was just like, I am never going to sleep again.
Did you watch you've seen the Jason movies and Freddy Krueger and stuff like that?
No.
Oh, right.
I just know who the characters are.
You haven't watched The Cube or
I saw Cube.
Hellraisers?
I saw Cube. I never saw Hellraiser. I saw the first
Wishmaster?
What?
Wishmaster?
No. I saw the first Scream. Which I didn't find particularly scary because it's not monsters, it's just teenagers. And they're stupid.
Okay.
Scary Movie I thought was hilarious because it makes fun of it.
Yeah.
Now Constantine, the movie, not Constantine.
I'm gonna
Constantine, the movie, is a personal favorite.
I like Constantine. So, I'm not a fan of Iron Lung in its entirety. Like I went and looked at it. I don't mind horror games that like build up to things. That's it's an incredibly slow one. As far as the film goes, I have not seen it because I have no interest in the game. And if you don't have an interest in the game and you don't have an interest in Markiplier, which I don't watch Markiplier, I know of him, and I don't hate his stuff. I don't want to sit being bored for literally an hour and a half before anything happens. The 2-hour movie and the first like hour/hour and a half is that tension building thing that you're supposed to be able to get. And there's better versions of that. If I wanted to watch something that is effectively Iron Lung, I'll go watch the 2013 or 2015, whatever it is, Mars or whatever. They did on a budget of $5 million.
Oh, and like I went and saw Event Horizon because I thought it was a sci-fi movie with my dad when I was like 12 or 13. That fucked with my head. When I went to go see Jurassic Park in the theaters the first time, in the very beginning, when Alan Grant's character is holding the Velociraptor claw and talking to the kid and being like, he might slash you here, he might slash you there, and spill your guts out. I said to my dad, I said, this is foreshadowing. I would like to leave. I've read the book. That happens. I don't want to see that.
So can you read horror books, but you can't watch them?
I can't read horror books either. I didn't know Jurassic Park was going to be as intense as it was. I had to put it down multiple times. I don't think you understand how insanely powerful my imagination is.
No, I do get it. We've talked
I'm in
about
my 40s. I'm in my 40s and I still can't do horror because my mind gets away from itself.
No, I have the thing. Here's a massive difference for everyone that's about to complain. I have trauma. Nothing that like 90% of horror movies and stuff will not give me the nightmares that I have already physically lived through. It's just my reality.
Levi can do this one.
Fuck, they would be so fucking scared. And it wouldn't even be the Reapers. No. Before they even get to the Reapers, it would be the Leviathan Reapers. No, is it the 1 second? I'm forgetting their name. Maybe it is the Reapers. Reapers. Too many things are called Reapers. No. That's the Reaper Leviathan. I'm thinking the same thing. No. What is the other creatures? The little ones that teleport. I forget what their name is. Not little ones. They're big.
Okay.
Warper. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The now, Warpers would fucking be creepy as hell.
My sister, and my wife can watch horror. My youngest loves it. My oldest hates it as much as I do.
And that's the thing is like I understand the super overactive imagination, but and this is what I was saying, and it's like I was making light of it, but here is the reality is it's not that I haven't had nightmares before of some of this stuff. Like I hate clowns. I fucking hate clowns. But outside of that, I can kind of just when I wake up, I'm not waking up in like a cold sweat or anything. I just wake up and I go, that's not real. I'm gonna go back to bed. And I go back to bed. That's all it is. My mind runs off and goes, and I go, no.
There are times that I have dreams so vivid that it takes me a good 10-15 minutes from waking up to realize that what just happened didn't happen. Because it's not scary things, it's real world things. Like choices I made in my dream. I wake up and I have to check to see if I actually did that or not.
So I have a similar issue, but it's a little bit worse. Because I deal with chronic pain, and this is noted. This is a scientific thing. You can look it up. People who deal with chronic pain have a harder time depicting real life and dreams sometimes because we can feel pain in our dreams because we are feeling pain on a constant basis. And so it can be really, really difficult to be like, oh man, I'm dreaming. Like I don't realize sometimes that I am dreaming because of the real life thing. Now, if it diverges like the horror stuff and everything like that, I know immediately that I'm dreaming. And again, part of this is people who have experienced extreme forms of trauma in some way. Usually that happens with them. It's something in your brain has broken and it will never be fixed. Yeah. And so you kind of notice it. And it's it's a nice skill to have. I wish I didn't have it because of the trauma.
Like I had a dream about 6 months ago, and I still remember it, where in my dream, I was married to my wife. And in that dream, I spent a bunch of money we didn't have. I cheated on her, and a couple other things happened, and I woke up. I don't know why. Like and I don't remember. And I remember waking up and being like, "Did I do those things, or did I dream that?"
Been there, not necessarily in the same fashion.
Some dreams that I have control of, and I have like, and it's like a, what's the word when you can control your dream?
Lucid dreaming,
where I can do whatever. And there's some dreams that I'm just along for the ride, and I have no control over it. It's just happening, and I'm like watching it, and it's almost like being trapped in my body and watching things happen, and being like, "Why am I doing this?" That was one of those dreams.
I've had those too. I've also had moments, and this is this funny little story, and I'm going to answer some comments that I'm highlighting here in a minute. One of the funny things that happened, and I don't remember this. This is my spouse telling me this story. What I do remember is more dream-esque. Apparently, I sat straight up in bed, deep voice, and said, "Leave now." And my spouse had walked in right there and fucking freaked out because, first of all, it's my super angry, giant, like massively deep voice, and I'm yelling it. I have my eyes open, wide awake, and everything. My spouse knows that I can sometimes sleepwalk and stuff, but it doesn't look like I'm sleepwalking or sleep talking or anything like that. And then I lay back down, and they're like, "Levi, do you want me to leave?" Levi? Like, they spent apparently like 5 minutes thinking that I was telling them to leave. And I was just knocked out clean afterwards. And I woke up and I was like, "I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "What were you dreaming of?" "I was telling an intruder to leave. That's the only thing I remember. I don't know anything beyond that." And I'm like, "Okay." And so we had to have like an hour sit down of like comforting each other, because like the only thing I remember from the dream is like telling somebody to leave. That's it. I don't remember anything leading up to it, anything after it. The only part is literally the part where I woke up, told somebody to leave, and then fell back asleep. But I did not register my spouse in the room. I did not register the room at all. I just remember that part. And I think the only reason I remember that part, if I'm to be honest, is because my spouse telling me the story, and I was like, "Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was like this part, and I don't remember anything else." But yeah, dreaming is fucking weird, everyone. Anyways, I got a couple comments that I starred, and I want to go over them real quick. Okay. First of all, I highly doubt that this is going to happen unless it was a significant amount that would literally, like, if we're talking like we have a project that we want to do, a Kickstarter project.
I won't do it.
Not for any amount of money.
I mean, if you're going to give me multiple millions of dollars and I can sit there with my eyes closed, sure. I literally, I like this is getting my blood pressure up. I will not do it.
Okay, fair enough. This one, though, I'm going to answer with this. I am deathly terrified of heights. I love rock climbing. I love rock climbing. I would love to go back and do it, but I am deathly terrified of heights. I cannot. It's a very weird relationship. I can climb on mountains. And if I look down, I have the deathly terrified want to clutch on, but I fight through it, and I keep climbing. I can get to the top. One of the things I can't do once I'm at the top, I've never been able to do it. I tried it a couple times and I almost fell, and so I just don't like it. Is I can't look straight back down. There's a lot of climbers who like to get over their sense of height, their being afraid of heights, and I've climbed with more experienced climbers. You usually do. They tell you, once you get to the top, look down. It'll help you. And never been able to. Every time I do, I get wobbly. I feel like I'm going to fall. I can't do it. But I can sit back and look straight out. And I can see the depth and how high I am and everything. And that I'm fine with. But I cannot fucking look down. So that is the reason why I'll still do things with clowns. Here's the thing. I never want to have a clown jump out at me from over here. If somebody dresses as a clown and they try to come over here, they're likely to get socked. My kids don't dress up as clowns. They don't push that. That is one of those fears that I cannot get over for whatever reason, and they do not push the buttons on it. For record, my kids have not tried to do that outside of like trying to like show me clown videos. They got told off real quick not to do that. At least for you, it's a control thing. Yeah, effectively. Had my legs locked on me looking down. Do not recommend. Yeah, no. I had one guy who told me to lay down flat and shimmy up so that I wouldn't fall or anything, and then look down. I did that. That was like the worst experience I ever had. That was my last time trying to look down. Can Doomslayer be any chaos god? This is a great segue into transferring from the conversation because we want to do other things today. How can Doomslayer be any chaos god in the warp? Sinesh and Korn feed off of everything he brings to the table, and Doomslayer can run out of armor and ammo, but he can't die. Here's a big thing about Doomslayer. He has infinite stamina. He can't die. He still has all his benefits of being able to literally rip anything apart with his hands and then using that to beat other demons down. He will create whatever weapons he needs. Doomslayer is an unstoppable force. But then you have the gods of 40K, regardless of their powers and everything, being that wall. But Doomslayer is known to like just power through. It's not that he's going to win against the gods. It's just that he's going to cause enough damage to wish that he was not there. I haven't seen Fenrir's thing on that. Again, I love him as a creator, but his shaky cam stuff makes me physically ill most of the time. So I can't watch. If you got a specific video and I'm not dealing with anything motion sickness wise, I can probably watch it. But his stuff just activates my motion sickness so bad. He's not the only creator. I'm just saying he's one of them that causes that. No horror audiobooks for John. No, we're done with that. I'm going to ask everyone to drop that.
Thank you.
He's made it clear. I'm asking everyone to drop that. It's done. And Levi, that is the quick, easy, dirty type of thing that I've talked about. There's nothing wrong with it. If it's putting out content and people are enjoying the content, by all means. If he doesn't feel that it's a valid reason to thing to improve because people are watching the content, then there's no reason to try to fix it. There's another content creator who suffers from neurological issues, Youth Pastor Ryan. He has videos that are super stable videos. And he has videos where he's shaking very, very badly, but most of the time he has mild tremors. I can watch the mild tremor videos. They're not too bad. But the videos where the tremors are really, really bad, because he needed content and he posted it out, he has gone back and redone when he had a mild tremor and then deleted those other videos because people have outright said that they can't watch them because of the same reason as me. They get motion sick. I don't know if Fenrir will ever go back and redo any of his videos. But yeah. Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Are you good? Or do you need a few more minutes to?
I'm good. I'm busying myself with something while I settle off.
All right. Sent great news in a DM. Feel free to share it if you wish. What is the DM? Let's see here. Court went well. Alex is back in full custody. Hey, congratulations. That is good to hear. You can't watch Fenrir for the same reason. Yeah, it turns into an accessibility thing. It really does. There are a number of people who deal with severe motion sickness. I am unfortunately one of them. You can control that to an extent. Like, I would love to read and watch and play games in a car. I can't. 90% of the time, I cannot. One of the ways I've found to allow myself to be able to enjoy something in the car is at least for a few minutes at a time. If I have a full stomach, and I don't mean overly full, but I mean like just like I've eaten in the last couple hours, or I've snacked, or I've had a drink or whatever, I can read a few pages of a book, but then I have to stop. Or I can watch a few minutes of a show, but then I have to stop and I have to wait about 5-10 minutes before I can do it again. And I have to repeat that process. And then I have to look out the window and do a bunch of other things. They make it's bad enough in cars that they make products that you wear on your eyes so your eyes can see it and adjust, so your brain will automatically adjust so you don't get motion sick in a car. But I can fly a plane. I can fly in a plane just fine. I've been on a boat a couple times and I haven't had much issues with boats. I don't know what it is about vehicles.
I can't do audiobooks because I fall asleep. I am so visually oriented that if you ask me to pay attention to just audio and not look at things, I have to close my eyes. And if I close my eyes and listen, I am out.
I thought you want to listen to audiobooks when you drive, though.
No, I'll fall asleep.
That might have been someone else, and I might have attributed that to you for some reason. I don't know why. Is that while in front seat or back seat too? It doesn't matter where. Back seat's worse than front seat, but yeah, no, it doesn't matter where. I've always dealt with motion sickness. But I've been on planes. I've not had an issue. I thought I would. Turns out I didn't. I've been on a couple boats. I haven't been on a large boat. So that's one thing. I don't know if going on like a yacht or something, a big giant boat would have the same effect. But at least on a small boat where I'm fishing, it's not been an issue. In fact, it's very calming. I love the ocean waves. I love sleeping in a hammock though too. So I don't know. I have a hole in my ear right now, so that probably doesn't help matters any. And this isn't really a surprise that it's a problem with your balance because I have problems with my ears. Have we seen Cars 3? I don't know. What about computer games that use fast camera angles?
There's a Cars 3?
And yes, I've gotten motion sickness from computer games. There are VR games that I can't play. I can't play any VR games because I don't have the system. But there are VR games that I would never be able to play because of that issue. All right, but we went live to do some videos and everything. Chris, do you feel up to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So where do we want to start? We got the Dungeon Carl video done. You're scheduling it out now, or you have scheduled it out?
Yep.
Cruise ships have stabilizers now. That's cool. Plenty of visual stimulation while you're driving, mostly from the. I can drive without too much issue, but I've had moments, and this is one of the reasons why I don't drive a whole lot. I have had moments where I get motion sick while driving.
Even if I'm driving and I listen to an audiobook, I'll start to get tired.
I don't do audiobooks that well either. I've had people ask, and I've just not done well.
Everyone's like, you need to listen to this, listen to that. And I'm like, I can't. I literally can't. I will fall asleep.
Here, that's not great. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. That's weird. Where is... Okay. This weekend, me and the kiddo have planned to clean out the garage and get the AC set up in here again.
Yeah.
But until then, I am just dealing with the... Why does my computer keep beeping at me a million fucking times? What the hell?
We're getting messages from Doxus.
Okay, I'm gonna mute that for the next 3 hours. Oh, he's on YouTube because of the game.
Yeah,
that's cool. Oh, don't be a smart aleck. When he's focused on something, like during the live stream, he's just talking like in his normal cadence. Yeah, you can fall asleep to that. Anyways, do we want to do Jacob's video first and then see if people have some requests, or try to do loosen up with some requests first?
This is just working what we're supposed to work on. Wolfpack, yes, I've watched all of Dragon Ball Z and Super.
I've not watched Super. I've watched a good portion of Dragon Ball Z and regular Dragon Ball. I know enough about Dragon Ball to kind of like skirt away on a lot of things, and what I don't know, I usually just ask Chris or go to the wiki. The wiki, I love Dragon Ball's wiki, by the way. It is so nice to be like, hey, what is this? Have a resource right there for it, because that doesn't exist for like a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can Google and find out, but the Dragon Ball wiki has so much like little tidbits of lore that a normal Google search or whatnot might not have. Are you okay, man?
I'm tired.
Did you get rest, or is it just one of those things where it's just tired?
I think this is like the whole horror conversation really set me off, and now my body's trying to fall asleep.
You're having I know what's going on.
Post-stress fatigue.
Yeah. So for those of our normal viewers in here and everything, if horror conversation gets brought up again, remind me to not.
If it's comedic, we're making fun of it, I'm fine.
Yeah.
If we're delving into like what happens in it and details and stuff, then it starts to set me off.
Okay. I love poking fun at like B horror movies. For instance, Leprechaun is a huge like B-rated horror movie. It's one of those things where like you can even see some of the like behind the scenes things in the fucking movie because they didn't remove them enough.
Yeah.
It's a very grotesque movie in some parts for the older ones. But Patrick Warburton, I believe is what his name is. He played Willow as well. The guy who plays Willow
in the movie Willow,
yeah, he plays the Leprechaun.
Not Patrick Warburton.
I don't know why Patrick Warburton. I don't know.
That's Warwick Davis.
Yeah, thank you. I'm thinking Patrick Warburton because of a voice actor, because of a different show I'm watching, and that's why I'm thinking.
When you said that, I'm like, that's
Patrick Warburton is Brock Sampson. The voice actor for Brock Sampson. That's why it's in my head. I'm so sorry. Anyways,
same voice actor for Joe on Family Guy.
Yeah. Anyways, he plays not Patrick, but the actor you mentioned plays Willow. He also played the guy who's in he plays the Leprechaun. I did a video back in the day about that, and I thought, because I just thought that was really cool to find out. But there's also this thing where it's just this ridiculous notion of Leprechaun taking somebody to be the wife thing, and how easy it is to actually circumnavigate Warwick Davis. Yeah, how easy it is to circumnavigate the Leprechaun is just basically don't be fucking greedy. Yeah. He will still pay you if you give him something. He'll pay you and walk away from the situation. And all it is a bunch of people who are just being greedy, which is, a great premise. But at the same time, it's like, the guy's giving you gold in this day and age. Yeah. If somebody were to hand me a gold coin because I did something for them, I'm probably just gonna be like, the fuck? Because the amount of money that's worth now.
But it's like it's so weird because like I can watch Ultraviolence with no issue.
Kill Bill
doesn't bother me at all.
We're okay. We don't need to continue. I don't want to push it. I'd rather you get the energy back and have some fun. So we're gonna instead of delving into Jacob's request, I want a improv comedy thing. We're gonna lighten ourselves up, bring ourselves back up. Okay. So what are some ideas? Or if you guys want to do a cameo, you can send us a cameo. And we'll do that video. Let's work
on Doomslayer versus Crowley.
Yeah, Doomslayer versus Crowley. So let's work on that. That was a great idea that you had. Let's work on that one. I'll have you pull that up. We'll take a look at it.
I'll create a brand new script for it.
Oh, a Schnabel. And I'm not going to have it. It's a thing. No. And Dark Wolf, this is actually what we're going to play with within the first few seconds. Although you will figure out which Crowley it is, we are playing with that fact of we're not going to say which Crowley in the title. We're going to let people guess which Crowley. So, Doomslayer versus Crowley. It has to be during the time that he's running things. So we're gonna wait and do things while Chris is typing. I'm gonna go get some more water. If people think I'm drinking a lot of water, I fill it to right about there. For everyone wondering, I fill it to right about there, and I sip on that until it's gone, and then I go get more, and I fill it up to the same length again. This way, I'm not drinking glasses after glasses and glasses and glasses of water. I'm drinking about a fourth of the glass each time. I love the side by side that we've been doing.
Yeah,
has been really nice. It has like hit really well with people. They love being able to see both of us. Doxus.
I'm getting a call. I gotta mute you.
You're good. I agree. If you guys haven't seen Mortal Kombat 2, it's a very fun movie. Don't go in there thinking that it's going to be a serious one. It's a comedic. It's Mortal Kombat. It lives up to the Mortal Kombat stuff. I liked it at least. Maybe you guys won't. But I think it was very, very funny and just a fun video and a nice, making them do the things that their characters are famous for, having full on like legitimate scenes, are like nice little callbacks. I love it. I haven't seen the first Mortal Kombat. I've only seen Mortal Kombat 2. And I'm still not a fan of Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, but I will say he pulled it off very well. I just hate his accent. I'm not a fan of the trying to be American accent that you can hear and kind of feel like that just feels too generic because it doesn't sound like Johnny's accent at all. But he does a great job otherwise. I love his facial reactions. I love how he portrays him. Every other aspect of Johnny, he fits perfectly, except for the fucking accent and the way he talks. His mannerisms, how he puts on the glasses, all that perfect. Just it's so bad. I don't mean the original ones that came out when I was like younger. I mean like the new Mortal Kombat that they redid because they did a new Mortal Kombat 1. I haven't seen that one, but I saw the ones that came out when I was younger. Those were fun to watch too. I love that. I love how I love the back and forth just listing them. We'll have to see how long it takes. Dude, I don't know if I ever saw the TV show. That's a lot of crazy. Yeah, it might be too many. It's one of those things where Just let him write them out, and then we'll take a look, and like whatever ones are the ones that are most recognizable. We'll cut it down if it's a bit too long. But we have to. We're gonna, get this script out. We'll give it a test read. We'll kind of go from there and kind of decide things. You're gonna have to bear with me on certain things. Hello, Ben. How about it? Would it be funnier if Levi took the call because of the interaction he had with? No. It would be the callback. Yeah. I don't think he would, because you got to remember that at the end of that video, the whole Samara thing, he basically had to do it for free.
Yeah.
So it would be, he doesn't want to talk to you. And Levi goes, "Aw, he doesn't want to get played again." Because that's what happened, is that Levi put one over on him.
Yeah. He doesn't want to talk to you. Sorry, I type loud.
I have a loud keyboard too. 1 second. I'm not actually typing. I'm just typing random. When you type real, you have those pauses. Like, oh, shit. I didn't mean to actually hit enter. I was just automatic. Hey, how y'all doing today? Yeah, the hacker type is literally just that. It's so stupid. There is a video, but not a picture. There's a video, and the way I play it is really.
Did you read the last line that I wrote?
Sending my love. Levi says, "Hey, girl, hey." That has to stay in there. That is too fucking funny. Cough drop makes the throat feel so much better. Let's give this a quick read if you're okay with that, because that's a lot of Crowleys, and I want to see how long that takes.
All right, let me get the timer up.
Can you also? Oh, you're already zoomed. Never mind. I'm not going to see comments for a minute.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. John, Crowley's on the phone.
Which Crowley?
Which Crowley? There's more than one. It's the one from Good Omens.
The one from Supernatural.
The occultist, real life, or from a certain magical index.
The vampire from Requiem Vampire Night.
The one from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The one from Rhapsody of Blood.
I have no idea. Would one of you just please take the call?
Time.
Phil and support is John. Which Crowley is this?
Who is it?
The smoochy one. He doesn't want to talk to you.
Send him my love.
Levi says, "Hey, girl, hey."
It's
35 seconds.
Okay, we needed to know how long it takes. We need it to end right as Nappa's. So right at the smoochy one, he doesn't want to talk to you. That still technically doesn't answer it, but at the same time, if you know Supernatural, it would. So if you let the text do the talking at that point, so like Supernatural, the Crowley, you keep the text up, and then you add in the from Supernatural.
Yeah.
No, Nappa doesn't need to say anything. Let the text title do the work. So just put in there an editing note. The title changes to add-ins from Supernatural. That's all you need to add. How long is the back and forth between me and you with
just the back and forth? I don't know. Let me get back in there.
So let's time that, because that back and forth is natural. It's happening very quickly.
Yep. Okay.
So I'll
start timing at that point. So John Crowley's on the phone. Which Crowley? There's more than one. There's the one from Good Omens.
The one from Supernatural.
The occultist, real life, or from a certain magical index.
The vampire from Requiem Vampire Night.
The one from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The one from Rhapsody of Blood.
It's about 12 seconds.
Let's keep him. I like him.
Mm-hmm. Should we have Crowley's voice in this?
Hopo struggled with that voice. I don't know if he's able to do it better. I don't, but if he's able to, sure. He did an okay. I think he did an okay version, but everyone else kind of like called it out. I was like, it sounded fine to me. It's not spot on, but like it's really hard to be spot on in that area. I don't know if and I definitely don't think I can do it, even if I go down this, because he doesn't have quite as deep of a voice. So he's right about there, roughly. But it's more of a gravel. There's an angel, a demon, something. There's something tearing up hell. But the way Crowley's voice is, you also have to have that accent of like somewhat. He's got a weird accent. It's not quite British, not quite. Crowley is gonna also when you're writing for Supernatural Crowley, you could be more. What would be the word?
Sassy.
Sassy would definitely be one of them. Crass I think is probably the closer one. Like he's going to say something slightly disgusting, disturbing, offensive, or straight up if he's being quote unquote nice because of, you couldn't back then, you couldn't be as crass on television. He's going to say something that borderline gets through the filters, right? I agree. If you put on a shit ton of sass, you can pretty much get away with it. Armored, angry, unstoppable, they weren't for destroying my forces. I would say irresistible. That's a good way to put it. I like the crass. Yeah, crass. I love that too angry to die. This is why we love doing it during the live streams. Somebody's going to say something that needs to be in the video. You know what would be funny? If he sent his hellhounds after him and he tamed the hellhounds. As much as hey Chris, as much as I love the inside joke there and bringing it back again, it detracts from the script, the sketch. It really does. The one-off callback is great, and I love it. But if we have Levi take the call, you can have Levi inserted there to help resolve the issue. But Levi taking the call, we would have to find a way that it doesn't distract from the script sketch. And I don't think Levi taking the call, given the bad blood, the fact that I got one over on him, have that be the ending of have him go. Instead of having me take the call, Crowley, you trying to help him, and you guys get to a resolution at that point, and it was like, and you're not gonna have Levi try to get one more over on me. I'm not gonna fall for that again. Have that be the callback, because Crowley would not work with somebody again unless he knows that he can get one over on them again. And the fact that Levi used his own trick against him would have Crowley avoiding him. For everyone here, I know when I'm not needed in a sketch. As bad as that sounds, but I mean. Oh, you're gonna piss people off by saying that he killed Korn. Let it. There's a thing of I need you to watch a video. There's technically speaking, I wonder if I can get pulled up here.
I forgot how the Korn video ended. Hold on.
John, it's Korn. I require the location of I must go.
And you understand why I must strongly recommend that you reconsider.
Blood for the blood god. John.
What?
Say it.
I'm not. I don't worship you, Korn.
Say it.
Oh, okay. Where'd Levi go? What happened?
My landline internet just died.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I don't know what just happened. Everything else should be fine, and it's just registering that I don't have internet. So. Oh well. And yes, Crowley would say bullocks, bugger, and that kind of stuff. He would totally have a bunch of that stuff in there. I can no longer see what he's writing.
All right. So we're gonna have to go back through this and fill in the dialogue. So far, what we've got is I'll just do your lines also since you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's John Crowley's on the phone, and you and I both go, which Crowley? He goes, there's more than one. The one from Good Omens, the one from Supernatural, the occultist, real lifer from a certain magical index, the vampire from Requiem Vampire Night, the one from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the one from Rhapsody of Blood. I have no idea. Why don't you just please take the call? John motions to take it. Boop. Villain Sport is John. Which Crowley is this? You have to ask. Do not send me to Levi. And then you go, who is it? And I go, the smoochy one. He doesn't want to talk to you. He goes, send him my love. John goes, Levi says, hey, girl. Hey, what's up? He goes, there's an angel, demon, something. There's something tearing the guts out of hell. Can you describe this something a bit more? Armored, unstoppable, too angry to die. If it weren't destroying my forces, I'd say irresistible. Ooh. The fuck does that mean? Bad things? Not your kind of bad things. I mean really bad things.
Right here, that's where Crowley can say bugger. Are you implying the bad things are? Yeah, right there. So right there, you would say bugger.
Yeah. Are you implying that my bad things aren't bad things? Yes. What you're dealing with is called the Doomslayer. The thing this is where you should say bugger.
Yeah. The other one would be bullocks instead of there, like calling bullshit on it. Instead of bugger. The bullocks. Are you implying that my bad things aren't bad things? I don't know why I'm doing that accent.
And then bugger. The thing I heard about at the Demon Conference, the one that killed Diablo and beat the ever-living piss out of Korn? Yeah. Korn's dead. No, but almost. What do I do? Clench? Hope? Do you think he'd be interested in making a deal? Probably not.
I like that. That's a good solid and I love that it leaves off of a cliffhanger versus like you're telling people what had happened. Because Crowley getting told that would then disappear and run off. I think that works out. You'll have to. What do you guys think? Do you think that to me that sounds pretty spot on, especially on the making a deal? Probably not. He needs to have one last line of. He needs to have one word. Bollocks, bummer, fuck, something like that. It needs to be something straight to the point of I'm fucked, but it's one word. God damn it! I wish my internet didn't die. I have no idea what happened. It's still not coming up. This is fucking lovely. I'm gonna go check to make sure.
What if he asked about the possibility of getting the Winchesters to help?
I think he would have needed to do that a little bit earlier on because right now you have a really solid script. And if you continue it, you're going to run into that area of it's not that you can't do a longer video. It's just right now it has a good start, middle, end. It doesn't feel like it drags.
Yeah.
And if you continue to add more stuff, you're going to run into the whole dragging bit. Let me set you guys up here. Okay, we're just going to unplug and see if I can get my internet back after 30 seconds. Because if this doesn't work, it means there's an outage, and I'm not going to be able to.
Does he say bloody hell?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That'll be his last line. So how long does this take if we just time it ish?
Give me a second to get to where I can like look at the screen easier, and I'll flip it over. For everyone here, I won't be able to read comments or anything, but this way I can actually read the script. Okay.
No, Levi Markin, his power's still on. So
yeah, it's just my internet that decided that it wanted to give the ghost, and unfortunately, right now we kind of needed my internet. All right, so I should be able to make that larger, maybe. No. Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna have to like be really up close and personal.
that's fine.
Okay,
Hey,
go
John,
for it.
I gotta time this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stopwatch. Hey, John, Crowley's on the phone.
Which
Crowley? There's more than one. The one from Good Omens,
The one from Supernatural.
the occultist, real life, or from a certain magical index.
The vampire from Requiem Vampire Night.
The one from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The one from Rhapsody of Blood.
I have no idea. Would one of you just please take the call? Film Sport, this John. Which Crowley is this? You have to ask. Do not send me to Levi.
Who is it?
The smoochy one. He doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, send him my love.
Levi says, hey, girl, hey. What's up? You can voice him from here on out.
There's an angel, demon, something. There's something tearing the guts out of hell.
Can you describe this something a bit more?
Armored, unstoppable, too angry to die. If it weren't destroying my forces, I'd say irresistible.
Ooh.
The fuck does that mean?
Bad things. Not your kind of bad things. I mean really bad things.
Bullocks, are you implying that my bad things aren't bad things?
Yes. What you're dealing with is called the Doomslayer.
Bugger. The thing I heard about at the demon conference, the one that killed Diablo.
And beat the ever-living piss out of Korn? Yeah.
Oh my god, my headache. Korn's dead?
No, but almost.
What do I do?
Clench. Hope.
Are you expecting me to clench my ass cheeks? I haven't done that in decades. Do you think you'd be interested in making a deal? I'm sorry.
We're looking at just about 2 minutes.
Okay. You'd be interested in making a deal? Probably
not.
Bloody hell.
You really like that line, don't you? Start flexing then.
I didn't mean to add a little bit there, but it just felt like something he would say. Oh my god, I think I have internet. Huzzah! All right, I'll be right back.
Good night, Arnold.
Oh. Try to stare down at that phone is
rambling. I don't think that they would fight because they're both good guys, Doomplayer and Kratos.
When you get a chance, you do need to hopefully you got that thing I sent you.
Yeah.
But you need to watch it. It's from one of the larger creators that you've even pointed out to me before on how he does videos and stuff. He got an interview from YouTube, and the this bit of advice of him basically doing videos even when he doesn't think he should do it is really good advice. Because at the end of the day, it's like these videos, the Doomslayer versus Kratos, like in our brains, we go, why would they fight? We need to stop asking that question sometimes and just find a reason to make them fight. Because look at how well Death Battle has done because of that mindset.
True.
And so we have to and this is the thing, is like we have a lot of videos that we go, this doesn't make sense. And with you doing the cameo request because they're requests and everything, it's proving that both of us need to get out of our comfort zone. And I get it. For everyone here, you guys know I've been explaining what I think slop is and everything like that for a reason. But at the same time, these videos are doing well. And we are good enough to make them at least not feel like they're just being slopped out.
Actually, the call from the villain could be complaining that Kratos is fighting someone else and they're destroying everything.
Exactly. There is an angle that we could explore and try to do. We have talked about doing other styles of content as well. And it's definitely one of those things that we can. Is my voice back to normal-ish?
Ish.
Yeah, cough drop. But I like the idea of us exploring more types of content and being okay with doing the things that make us a little bit uncomfortable to an extent. For everyone here that's about to suggest me or Chris doing videos that we would be incredibly uncomfortable doing, that's not going to happen still. Like, we're not going to have Chris do horror-esque things unless he's comfortable with it, and I'm not going to mess with fucking clowns or praying mantises, creepy ass bugs. Oh, we could do a little bit of that. We could, but if we did that, it'd be like, why is he there? That would be the reason as to why he's there. Because otherwise, you're asking, why is he there? I'm going to leave this here because that's the only part of the script I see that's a problem, is a why is he in hell going through Crowley's things, other than the fact that he's Doomslayer and that's just what he does. Why is he in that particular universe? You got to do it for the love of the game. Yeah. Because we've had video ideas. We've had things that we wanted to do. I'll wait until Chris gets back, actually, for this. Could it be that John asked Crowley if he has the Doomslayer's rabbit and Crowley confirms that he doesn't? Yeah, he could be on a rampage just looking for his spouse. Dylan, I'm doing better today than I was yesterday. Gonna have to pick up kids here in a few minutes, though. Do we need anything? Okay, let me check something here. Just waiting for Chris to get back. Did anyone hear where he was heading off? Like what he was heading off to go do real quick? Full payback. I'm gonna keep this one here because there's a bunch of comments down below that we want to address. Anyways, for what you could do next, perhaps you have the Doomslayer face off against Calamity Mod Supreme I don't know any of those. Kenny, I apologize. I don't know any of the things that you're going through. We want to do a lot more collab videos. I'd love to do a video with Lamplague. I'd love, because he can dress up as a lot of the characters and stuff. I'd love to do a video with Lamplague and have him play one of the characters. My biggest thing with Lamplague as of recently is more from a perspective of a fan rather than / creator. And the fact that I've seen him be able to perform the roles better, and he's putting out this Batman stuff, and I'm a huge fan of Batman, and it's just not living up to the expectations that I have set for him. But here's the thing. If he's happy with it, it doesn't fucking matter. It's like when somebody watches my content and they're a really big fan of Stitch and they love the Stitch content, and then I don't live up to what their expectations of the Stitch video. People not seeing the twist at the end, thinking that they knew what was going to happen with Stitch, that was fucking amazing. I love how many people resonated with that. The Mario series he had is a perfect example. Ian's correct. The Mario series that he had is a perfect example of how well he can act, but that is completely from scratch, completely original series. Whereas the Batman stuff, he probably went a little bit too much love letter and less original, which is what I told him. Mad Dozzy on YouTube has some good stuff. His shorts are so good. There's also a bunch of people who, like, you'll see a bunch of stuff that they've posted, but they haven't, like, Panda Red has periodically still goes back to his sketches, but not enough that I could justify watching his stuff anymore. But he's posting a lot of his old stuff on like YouTube or Facebook, and people think that he's posting new things, but they're not. And even on TikTok, he's reposting a bunch of his old sketches and everything. I was like, oh, I recognize that. Viva La Dirt League and a bunch of other channels are doing the same thing where they're editing them a little bit and reposting old sketches from like years ago, and people are thinking that they're new sketches, and it's like, no, Warp Zone, Viva La Dirt League. I remember when these came out. These aren't new sketches. They're just edited to make them look new. So one of the things, the only thing I have with this is we don't solidify the reason as to why he's there. Do we want that to just be an open-ended question? Or do we want to have the callback to the fact that Doomslayer is married canonically to Isabel, which is the not as Rabbit. We could do the Rabbit too, but we could have him be the Isabel, which is canonical, canon. I don't know why I keep saying canonical. Canon, that he's married to Isabel from that Nintendo game, which I think is fucking hilarious that the creators all confirmed it. The Animal Crossing New Horizon. That's what it is. But the creators went and fucking confirmed it, and I think that was hilarious that they confirmed that Isabel and Doom Guy are married. We want to. I like, to me, it's like, it's one of those things where it might be forcing the reference in, and I don't want to force the reference in.
His rabbit's dead.
In order to resurrect him, at that point, you'd have to be like, Crowley would be like, in my mind, the way that this would work is he would just find a random fucking rabbit and try to call it that. So that's another thing. It's like, is it going to distract or will it add to it? Stop telling me I have bills. I don't want to hear about the medical bills. God damn it, Frodo. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. God damn it.
What happened?
I'm not going to say it on live. I'll send you a text.
Uh-huh. Sorry, Levi. No one's ever said they could hear me eating before.
I'm gonna have to go and take care of that. I sent you the text. Everyone, I will be back as soon as I can be if Chris is still live. Otherwise, I'll record offline and send him my stuff.
Okay.
If you guys come up with an idea for me to do a video and Chris writes it out, I'll be happy to do that as well. I'll be back when I can be back.
Why rubber mat, Steven? The sound is the keys themselves, not the keyboard hitting the desk. Dylan Little, I appreciate that. Because here, Steven, if I type, and I'm holding the keyboard in the air now. Oh, it's on the desk. It's the same sound. Levi, I apologize. Do you still hear me eating, Levi Markin? If so, I'll stop. No, we've almost been live. All right. Well, to me, it sounds different. Anyways, okay. I'll get one of the desk mats from the. Here, you know what? Let's just do this. Y'all can see what we got. Do you know we have woven blankets? Do y'all know we have woven blankets? And mimic socks that Xena made? Why is this the only game mat we made? I have no idea. I'm going to have to make a new game mat that's got a logo on it, and then I'll order that, and then it'll be quiet. So let me do that quick. Here. Let me hide this real quick so you aren't watching the login process. Let's design a game mat. So we got a desk mat. Desk mat, we got socks, we got pet feeding mat. We need to get these for my dog's my dog's bowls. I didn't know we had those. I have not gone on here and looked at what kind of new products we have in a long time. We have area rugs now? How big? Holy crap. I didn't know that. Sorry. I'm exploring all the stuff we've got. Pillowcases, aprons, wrapping paper, cloth napkins, wooden. I didn't know we did wooden ornaments, playing cards, canvas pillow, throw blanket, court coaster, table runner, placemat sets. Would anybody want villain support keycaps? We would need to order. We would need to get at least 500 orders in order to do that. That's the thing. That's the one struggle with those. We have plushies now? So 300. Okay. We have plushies now. We can do through our shop. Minimum 300 order. So we could look at doing that. We could look at doing plushies. Dylan Little, good question. I'm not sure. Wolfpack we can totally do card maps for card games. Card sleeves, I don't think we have those. I would have to design any of these. And little plushie keychains too. I had no clue we had that stuff. Okay. Back to accessories. Desk mat. Design now. What desk mat would you all like to be able to have? Just a Villain Sport logo? Or would you want like a... We already had the Dungeon Master one. We have the neutral, all the different alignments. We can put Roll for Sanity. We can put the... the Edward gag on it. We could put... probably use Xena's mimic design and just turn it sideways. We could do that. Don't have controller shells either, Wolfpack. Would y'all want like a Mimic pad like that? Using Xena's Mimic design? Yeah, I'll have to save that as a much higher quality, a much higher, what's the word for pixels and stuff? Much higher, what's the word? Not density. Oh, there's a word for this. It's escaping my mind right now. Resolution. That's what it is. High resolution image. So for right now, I'm gonna do. I just want a regular old villain support one. So just gonna throw that in the middle of it. So the only option is, we can change it. Good. Okay. It just needs to be black. Dylan Little, I've talked to him. I've talked to Dr. Sherman. Nothing ever came of it. We kind of avoid the SCP stuff. Let's see what suggestion it comes up with. Description wise. Inferno horns. That works better. I'll figure out the price later on. All right, well, that is available or will be available here in a moment. This is going to be the price for today. I'm going to adjust the price here a little bit later on. Just because there's only $3 of profit. And we'd like to make more than that. All right, so if these lines are good, I can go ahead and record John's and Nappa's if y'all want. Man, the comments just stopped. Yeah, card battle mat's a really good idea. I'll need to get dimensions and stuff because I don't play card battle games, so I don't know what those need to look like. But that would be a great idea. I'll have to look at battle mats and just see what the different aspects and features and elements are on them, and we can make one pretty easily. That's fine, Levi. You're good. I was kind of thinking $20 also, Jimmy Banthrow. But for anybody who wants one today, I'll leave the price at. You know what? Let me do this. For anyone who wants one today, Let me back to my dashboard. Let me do this. Since y'all were here while we were doing this and it was your idea, let me do this. I'll make today. You get them for 15, but after the live is over, I'm going to bump the price back up. I'm going to bump the price up to 20. Oh, so Wolfpack. So you're saying this emblem right here could just be a mat, or do you want like a thing that's fully designed out with like sections for cards? I don't know. What size are game mats normally? Is this the size of game mats? 15 by 5 by 31.5? It's just a desk mat, Levi. Ian, rather, that you can put your keyboard and your mouse on. So it's a mat for the whole desk versus just a mouse pad. All right, here it is. I'm gonna record John's lines on this Crowley sketch. And I also have to record John's lines. Jimmy Banthral. Stephen Lockie. Here. It's 39.37 centimeters. By 78.74 centimeters. Those are your real measurements. Jimmy Branthal, if you'd like, I can still give you the discount price. If you want to shoot me a message on Instagram or on Facebook, I can just create a discount code for you. All right. I'm going to record quick here. Which Crowley? The one from Good Omens, the Occultist, Real Life, or from a certain magical index, the one from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Phil Sport, this is John. Which Crowley is this? Phil Sport, this is John. Which Crowley is this? The smoochy one. It's the smoochy one. He doesn't want to talk to you. It's the smoochy one. He doesn't want to talk to you. Levi says, hey, girl, hey. What's up? Can you describe this something a bit more? Ooh. Bad things. Not your kind of bad things. I mean really bad things. Yes. What you're dealing with is called the Doomslayer. And beat the ever-living piss out of corn. Yeah. I gotta redo all that because I lost my breath for a second. Did a full exhale and then didn't do an inhale. Steven, wrong size for your chair. Oh, computer chair with built-in monitors. So you got one of those chairs where you're like the whole chair, table, and desk and monitors all move together. Gotcha. Okay. Breathing is important, and I did an exhale and then tried to do lines without doing another inhale first. Villain support, this is John. Which Crowley is this? It's the smoochy one. He doesn't want to talk to you. Levi says, hey, girl, hey. What's up? Can you describe this something a bit more? Ooh. Bad things. Not your kind of bad things. I mean, really bad things. Yes. What you're dealing with is called the Doomslayer. Yeah, and beat the ever-living piss out of corn? Uh-huh. No, but almost. Clench? Hope? Start flexing then. I mean, if you can resurrect his rabbit, maybe. It can't just be any rabbit, and he'll know. It has to be Daisy, his rabbit. It's been dead for a bit. Steven, that's pretty cool. That would be an awesome desk to have. So your gaming and stuff, is it the kind of are we talking an automated chair where like when you're gaming, like it moves for you, or you still have to move it on your own? Okay. I'm going to hide that for right now. And then I got to read these lines too. Don't little. We've done a couple for Invincible. Hardcore player, I'm doing great. How about yourself? The Scorpion ergonomic gaming chair. I'm going to look this up real quick, Steven. Not Scorpion. Scorpion ergonomic. Come on, fingers. Holy God. Oh my God. Does it actually walk? Does it like walk you around the room, Steven? That's insane. But also amazing. How do you get into it? Because you're blocked in by the oh, does the desk like flip out to the side? That looks. Look at this thing, everybody. That's wild. Do you have to? Oh man. That looks amazing, Steven. Now I want one. But there is not space. There's not space in my bedroom for that. That's wild. All right. Don't Little, once Spider-Man Brand New Day is out and we have more specific details about it, probably, but not yet because we don't know what actually is going to happen yet. Bump this to full size real quick. All right, here we go. You let Stitch kill Alduin? You let Stitch kill Alduin? Well, what exactly do we know then, beside the fact that a blue chaos demon is where he doesn't belong? Again. You're telling me that Stitch is somehow like a Dragonborn now? With key control. Then why didn't we... Why didn't we extract those when we had them contained after the whole Stitch Across the Multiverse shenanigans? It's Alduin. It's Alduin's number. Hey, how's my favorite bad dragon doing? What? Why? Oh, so what are you going to do now? All right. I guess thanks for letting me know. Yeah, it sounds like there's about to be a worldwide sweet roll shortage. All right, that's done. Steven, I almost asked. I saw that fourth picture with the model sitting on it, and I almost asked that. Does it come with the girl? No, it doesn't. They don't. Chairs don't. This is a joke. Katara from the Last Airbender can defeat everyone in the DC universe. Sorosaki, I would disagree with that because there are people in that universe who don't have blood, or who are just so dramatically more powerful than she is. Stitch with Q's power, that would be overkill, I think. No Way Home was fun. I agree. Now I need to do Nappa's lines real quick on the other sketch. That would be on this one. Sorosaki, we talked about, what kind of event would happen that would cause John to just nope out and go on vacation. That could be fun if Korn, while he's recovering from fighting the Doomslayer, gets Stitch to be his gladiator, and Stitch and the Doomslayer fight. Would we have to have Stitch lose? Steven, I'm looking quick. That is freaking wild, man. You got the microphone hanging down, webcams. You got a laptop on the side of it also, propped up there. This looks like Steven, are you okay if I share this image on the stream? Because this looks like a full-on hacker Neo setup. This is Steven's desk chair. Is this a remote? Okay, right here, Steven, is this a remote for a TV right there? Because if so, how do you see a TV past the 3 giant monitors? That is wild. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So I still got to share. One second here. Steven, that's 3 different computers? Holy God. Okay. You got quite a setup going on there. All right, let me. Ooh, Dylan Little, good question. Which character was V in? Wolfpack. Which character was V in Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Was that the older hacker from the group? I don't remember. Dylan Little, my favorite character in any franchise and favorite movies. I gotta say, like, this is going back from when I was in high school. My favorite character is still Goku. Love that character. Oh, Stephen Lockie, I never played Cyberpunk, the game. And then favorite movie. My favorite movie, the one that I can watch over and over and over again, honestly, is The Count of Monte Cristo with Jim Caviezel and Guy Pearce. It's just fun and easy to watch. All All right. Let me do Napa's lines real quick. Because it's just Crowley's on the phone. There's more than one. And I have no idea. Would one of you just please take the call? Okay. Just change shirts real quick. All right. So, ouch, ow, ow. I didn't mean to kick that. That hurt my toes. Okay. Let's move this over here. And then this comes over here. Lines are John Crowley's on the phone. There's more than one. Okay. Hey, John. Hard for Napa to say Crowley's on the phone if Napa hasn't taken the call. Let's fix that. Hey, John. Crowley. Hey, John. Hey, John. Hey, John. John. Crowley's on the phone. John. Crowley's on the. John. Crowley's on the phone. There's more than one. I have no idea which one it is. Would one of you just please take the call? All right, that's it. That's recording for 2 videos done. All right, everybody, it has been Xena. Welcome back. We've been live now for almost 2.5 hours. Kira's Dark. I haven't seen Police Academy in 20 plus years. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and close the live up. Harley Quinn calls in asking if I'm to cover both hero. It's a good point, Wolfpack. It's worth considering. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and close it up for the night, at least for right now. Might be live again later, who knows. But thanks for being here. Hope everyone had a great time. Thank you for the suggestions and the idea, especially with getting this script going. Really appreciate it. I'm going to get some food and have a good night. Hope you all have a good night as well. We'll see you next time, and have an Acme Day. Have an Acme Day is a product of Villain. Having an Acme Day will retro to build. Have an Acme Day is a product of Villain. Having an Acme Day will retro to build your account. Have an Acme Day. And have an Acme Day means whatever Levi says it means. And you all know that. Bye now.